Previously on All My Children.
What's all this?
Date. Can you believe it?
Your parents hate each other. My parents hate me.
They don't hate you. They just don't understand you.
They could try. They can't be bothered.
You stole my child from me. You took my place in my daughter's heart. And then you broke it.
You asked me to call when I made up my mind. Well, I've decided to move on this.
Move? Meaning what?
I've decided to charge Erica.
Kidnapping?
That's the way I see
You made the right choice, Jackie.
it. Edmund, there never was a choice.
Look, Jack, I know this is going to be difficult for you.
It's my job.
Does Erica know?
No, not yet.
Keep us informed.
Yeah, I'll be in touch.
There you go, sweet pea. Jack's arresting Erica?
It's about time, don't you think?
I don't want to think about it at all, actually. I've been trying to focus on bunnies and bears and... I don't want to think about anything bad, only good things right now.
So what are you saying? You want to ease up on Erica?
No, she's appallingly easy on herself. With all the things that she said at the Pine Valley Inn the other day, she actually has no concept of the amount of harm that she's done. She doesn't have to, she's not the one who has to see Madeline when she wakes up in the middle of the night and she's scared to death and she has no idea where she is. And she doesn't have to be the one to try to explain what happened to Mommy. She doesn't have to be the one to try to convince her that this strange place is really her home. And she just thinks that she can drop the baby off, now the baby's back, and that's that. Period.
Erica's about to get the shock of her life.
Take a good last look, Opal. It may be your last. You can't stop me from going, Opal. Nobody can. You can't just open that door and waltz out of here. Don't make this any harder on me. Me? You took the baby. Opal, I cannot just let that out. Maria's baby. Opal, there were extenuating circumstances. What, you let Maria think that her baby was dead? You stood by and watched the family grieve. Opal, believe me, I thought that I was doing what was best for the baby. I firmly believed it was best for Sonia. It is clear as glass. You are in need of some serious help.
All My Children, brought to you by Always, the only maxis with a unique dry weave top sheet. Always.
I thought I knew the rules for...
Your request, mademoiselle? Now what do we need these for? Ooh, you're kidding.
Oh, we have been liberated from high school. A haven of youthful bliss, may my middle age never be so complicated. If we don't deserve bubbly, I don't know who does.
How about ginger ale? It's got bubbles.
Soap does too, but we don't use that.
Kelsey,
Here is to clearing life's major hurdles. You're not going to taste it?
No, I'll pass.
It's sparkling cider. Read the label. Sheesh, you are straight. You like that poster kid for wholesome living.
Tell that to my parents.
Anytime.
Although you need a private detective to find them.
You really don't know where they are?
No. London, I guess. At least my last letter hasn't come back. Yet.
Well, that's something.
That's nothing.
Maybe they need more time.
A year isn't enough time? Kelsey, I came out on the Cutting Edge show over a year ago.
Just forget them, Kev. You don't need them.
Well, I'd be out of luck if I did. How could they not come to my graduation? Wait here, I'll be right back.
Remember me?
Mom.
So, what did Janet say?
Well, it wasn't what she said, it was her tone. She was shocked to find me here.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. I'm not your usual.
My usual is a book and a glass of milk. I haven't had a date in I don't know when.
I got books. I got lots of milk. Hunkering down to watch a video with me?
I have a feeling that Janet doesn't care who I date, as long as it isn't you.
Gotcha.
So you're aware of the problem.
Oh, yeah, I am. But don't take it personal, okay?
What's the solution?
Ignore it. It'll go away.
Denial?
Time works wonders.
Not in my experience.
Experience, you don't have any kids.
What do kids have anything to do with it?
Spoken like a true non-mom.
Trevor, I think...
No, Janet's lost a lot of time with Amanda. So every
I don't think
second
that-
with her is a big deal. Somebody else, like you, spends time with her, her possessive buzzers goes off.
I didn't
It's like a
come
big
here
prize. So the way I figure it, the more time Janet gets to spend with Amanda, the better she'll feel about other people spending time with Amanda. You know what I'm saying?
You've got it all figured out.
Sherlock Dillon.
But I can't help but thinking that you're missing something.
Well, I'm usually missing a lot of things. But forget about Janet. Janet will be Janet.
Janice. Hi, what's the matter?
Doing the restaurant circuit tonight?
Well, it looks like you're doing the same.
I just needed a chocolate fix. Are you alone?
Jack and I are having a dinner meeting. For dessert, he requested a change of venue.
Not bad, huh?
Oh, it's been a long night.
For everyone.
Why don't you join us?
Oh, I'm not what you need.
Oh, let me be the judge of that, okay? What's going on?
Oh, nothing earth-shattering.
All right, then, a petty grievance. Let me guess, you're the plaintiff?
Did you know Trevor was dating Sky?
I think that must be a recent development.
Maybe not. Maybe it's been going on for a while.
Janet, it's her first date, okay? How'd you find out?
Well, Amanda called me and asked me to come over. I have no idea Sky was around. I just don't see it. I mean, the two of them together? It's none of my business.
No, wait a minute. It could be your business if you wanted it to be.
Why would I want that?
I can think of one very good reason.
Doesn't apply.
Sure?
Trevor's dating Sky.
Yeah, tonight. Tonight he's dating Sky, but not tomorrow. Who knows? Trevor's very lonely.
Who isn't?
Sustained.
After all Sky's been through, she certainly deserves someone decent.
And you don't?
Hey, fancy meeting you here.
The trouble with hotel living, when you want to raid the refrigerator, you got to come down to the bar.
Well, what do you have?
I'm thinking room service.
Oh, no, please join the party.
I'm afraid I'm not much
I
fun.
will guarantee you, you can lighten the mood. Trust me.
Bad day, huh?
Oh, very. Of course, it's not half as bad as tomorrow is stacking up to be.
Nobody was suffering. Erica had what she wanted, the rest of the world be damned. The crime that was committed was kidnapping. Erica took revenge in the form of a first-degree felony. Let her stand trial.
On the next cutting edge.
Really hit the fan now.
Good
Crimes of
God.
What did he say?
Certainly didn't waste any time, did he?
Oh, you mean it's true?
Well, no, not. I mean, there's a lot more to it than what Dmitri had in that fire and brimstone speech of his, that's for sure. whoa, where are you going?
To Linden.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, Eric has just been named public enemy #1. I certainly know what she's going through. I've got to help her.
Janet, wait. I just wanted to say thanks.
She has nothing to say. Out. Oh, you want to help me, please? Then fine, help me get out of here.
Honey, what in the world could you have been thinking? How could you go to those folks and tell them that their baby had drowned?
Oh, well, that's what I thought at the time. And I was devastated. But I never stopped searching, Opal. And when I found that baby, I did take her home immediately, right back to Wild Wind. But then I heard,
Voices? You heard voices. You were hallucinating?
No, Opal.
Honey, I hate to have to ask you this, but were you under the influence of any drugs?
No. I simply could not bear the thought of leaving that precious baby in a home to be raised by a cold and rejecting father.
Edmund?
I heard Dimitri say that it was better the baby was dead. And then I heard him say that Edmund would never love the baby, that Edmund would only resent the baby and hate the baby.
But even after you saw how poor Edmund was suffering,
I made a mistake. I know that now, but I corrected it. I mean, I didn't have to, but I did. My conscience compelled me to return the baby. Now, why can't it end there?
So you think the Grays ought to just shrug this off?
No, I had lost my baby.
And you figured that Maria owed you hers?
No, of course not. What I did not do with any thought about Maria. What I did for Sonia. I did what I did out of love and concern. How dare you, of all people, judge me? Now, look, I was concerned for the baby's welfare. And now it's over. Now, please let me move on.
Move on? What are you going to move on to? Timbuktu? If everything's so peachy here, why run?
Because of them, that's why. Because of the press. Because they're cannibals and they're at my door. They won't give me one moment of peace. And they're mean-spirited know-nothings. They have no knowledge. They have no understanding.
So what you're saying is that if it wasn't for the press, you could just hang out here and smooth things over with the Grays? Is that it?
Opal, my motives were pure.
Pure what? You haven't said one thing that makes an ounce of sense to me.
Go away, Opal.
Girlfriend, you are in deep trouble.
I don't need you to tell me that.
Something has really gone wrong here, honey, with you. I mean, maybe that accident is to blame. Maybe you took a bump on the head and banged your brain or scrambled your enzymes or something.
Opal, just get out.
I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you.
You don't belong in here with me. You belong out there with them. You know that? Why don't you go out there and carry a placard, baby snatcher, burn me an effigy, do whatever you need to do, but just get out now.
I'm calling Jackson.
You pick up that phone and you are out of my life forever. Do you understand me?
This is our dad. We thought he was the star.
We dare you to get more secrets.
We've come to pick up the money.
More seduction.
Come on, I'll walk you home.
Should have taken the long way. You're crazy.
And more suspense. Don't you ever call me crazy. Are you ready to get more? Then watch Port Charles, ABC Daytime.
This is my mother, Judith Sheffield. Mom, this is Kelsey Jefferson, my friend.
Nice to actually meet you.
I don't remember hearing your name.
Well, you haven't been around in a while, Mom.
I grew up in Oregon. But now I'm living with my grandparents, Joe and Ruth Martin.
Oh, the Martins, of course, a lovely family.
Yeah, they adore Kevin. Actually, everybody does.
There was a problem at Heathrow, or I would have arrived on time. How was the ceremony?
So you were coming.
To see you graduate, of course.
What about Dad? Where's he? Still at Heathrow?
Oops, I forgot. I have to check on something. Please excuse me.
Mrs. Cortland took pictures if you're interested.
Well, of course I'm interested.
Is Dad?
Kevin, I realize you are very angry with us.
No, I'm not angry. Mom, I don't know what I am.
Thin. You're thin. You're much too thin.
I'm fine, Mom.
Yes, but you're a lot thinner.
I'm the way I always was. You just don't remember.
No, a mother doesn't forget, Kevin.
You don't?
I've missed you.
Me too.
Newsflash. You heard? You knew that Kevin's mom was on her way?
On her way where?
Here. Direct from London. They're in the library.
Well, are they getting along?
Hard to tell.
Oh, how do I look?
Rocked.
How about now?
Rocked and grinning.
It'll have to do. Mrs. Sheffield, I've heard so much about you.
Well, I hope some of it was good.
I'm Opal Cortland, and I'm so glad to meet you. My husband and I are just crazy about your son.
You've been very kind.
Oh, kind has nothing to do with it. Lucky is more like it. Your son is remarkable. He's funny, he's smart, he's conscientious, he's kind.
Biased.
Oh, no, more than your own parents would be. You must be very proud.
Yes, I am. I mean, Kevin is the greatest. He's the coolest guy I've ever known.
No, we don't have any statements to make at this time. No comment. Look, do not call back here again. No, listen, there are children trying to sleep here. Do you understand?
I can only imagine the crowd that's probably forming outside the gate.
At least we live in a fortress, you know?
I know, but we can't stay walled up in here forever.
Well, I'd be willing to give it a try.
Babe, how long do you think that this is going to go on?
Just until the next Gothic scandal hits the fan. Meanwhile, part 2 of Dimitri's diatribe airs tomorrow. He's on a roll.
What on earth is he trying to accomplish?
Erica's head on a stick.
Can't even take the kids to the park.
We'll build our own park, right here. We have enough land.
Did you hear that? Huh? Did you hear that? Your dad is going to build you your very own playground. What do you think of that? And then you and Sammy will have your own swings and your own slides. And if you're lucky, maybe a pond.
We'll hire squirrels.
I know, sweetie. Those we have.
Well, peacocks, monkeys, whatever Madeline wants.
She wants her mommy.
Where's Mommy? Mommy's right here. Mommy's here.
She wants the mommy she knows.
Come here. Yeah. There you go. That's a good girl. Oh, yeah. You're gonna be just fine here. Yes. We're gonna make you happy because we love you. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Now, you trust your daddy. You trust your daddy. Yeah. Oh. Daddy's on your side. Yeah. You are going to have a magical life. Oh, yeah. That's a promise. That's a promise from your old man. Oh, yeah.
When is your next flight to Lucerne? All right, Zurich. Yes, fine. Do you have a flight to Zurich tonight? Oh, please don't put me on hold. No, it's very urgent. It's a matter of life and death.
Erica. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
What are you doing here? How did you get in? Did one of those vultures break in?
The vultures never saw me. I came in through the back.
Well, it's not open.
I used my key.
Obviously, this is not a good time.
I'm very good at crisis management, remember?
What are you doing here, Janet? What do you want?
I thought maybe you could use a friend. Was I right?
Bama. That's probably what Sam's going to call you from now on, is Bama.
Yeah, it's a combination of Baby and Madeline, I think.
Think it'll stick?
It works for me. Bama Gray, famous sports writer. Bama Gray. Oh, IndyCar racer. Bama Gray, Olympic diver.
Doctor.
Okay.
Oh, what's wrong? Oh, honey.
Huh?
You don't want your daddy to put you down, probably.
What's that? What? Come again? Oh, yeah, I hear you. Oh, yeah. Okay, I agree. She wants Mommy to put her to bed.
Oh, no, I think she actually wants daddy.
No, I heard her. She said she wants Mommy to rock her to sleep.
Mommy's right here. Mommy's right here, sweetie.
You know, daddies are good for a lot of things. But sometimes it's just nothing like a mama.
Did you deliberately opt to keep Janet in the dark, or did she leave before you had a chance to fill her in?
Oh, I think Janet heard enough of Dimitri's diatribe to get all the major points, don't you?
Yeah, but not the significant detail. Like Erica's forthcoming arrest.
I don't even have a warrant.
Technicality, it's in the works.
All right, Belinda, what would you have had me do? Tell Janet so she could tell Erica so she could flee?
No, not after what she did to Maria. But I'm just saying that some people in your position might.
Some people in my position would be on a flight to Brazil in disguise with 2 fake passports stuffed in their breast pocket.
And did that cross your mind?
Is this a test? Yes. Yes, in fact, it did.
But?
A fleeting impulse.
Yet powerful.
But fleeting.
Impulse control. They teach that in law school.
I'm sure you were very good at it.
Is that a compliment or a dig?
Neither one, really, just a statement. You know, just a benign remark like, boy, this scotch is good, or gee, that candle is small. But if I manage to string enough benign remarks together, maybe it'll stop me from getting up and going to the phone and calling Erica to warn her, which is exactly what I want to do.
Jack, don't you think she suspects?
Oh, Linda, I don't think she has a clue.
Jack,
Fine.
Have you heard?
Erica.
Darling, Dimitri has started a smear campaign.
Myrtle.
Darling, we've got to get over there. We've got to support Erica. Listen, Opal just called me on her car phone, and the reporters, they are stampeding Lyndon.
Myrtle, there's nothing I can do about that.
But honey, you're the district attorney. I mean, run the buzzards off.
These buzzards are just exercising their constitutional rights.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the law's side.
I see. So it's Erica be damned.
I want to help you, Erica. Tell me what you need.
You won't condemn me?
Moral judgments for me?
You're not offended by what I did?
I know that you must have been in a lot of pain.
Will you help me get out of the country?
Erica, if you bolt, you're going to make things even worse.
It couldn't be any worse. The scandalmongers are at my door. I am a prisoner in my own home. I can't show my face.
I've been there.
Janet, you bashed a man's head in with a crowbar. I took care of an innocent baby. I mean, no offense, but there's no comparing.
I wasn't comparing.
And I repaired the damage. I gave the baby back. Now, why can't we all just take a little time and heal?
Unfortunately, things just don't work that way.
Why not? My intentions were good. I operated out of good intentions, not out of any meanness, not any spite.
I know that no matter where your head was at, that your heart was in the right place.
So you understand?
I know how much you loved Sonia.
Will you tell them that? Will you tell them that my intentions were good? Will you tell them how heartbroken I am to have lost that baby?
Erica, I'll tell them whatever you want, but I'm not sure the crowbar killer is your best PR person.
You're all I have.
Well, there's Trevor. Mr. Salt of the Earth, he has credibility.
I don't need a lawyer.
Yes, you do. Trust me, you need a lawyer now.
Well, where are my manners? Can I get you something, some tea, a drink?
Actually, I was just about to toast your son.
Aren't they a bit young for champagne?
Darn tootin'.
It's apple cider, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like champagne.
No. Kev drank, not Mr. Wholesome. He's your all-American boy. He's good in sports, good in school, tons of
Yeah, I
friends.
keep her on retainer. She's gonna run my presidential campaign.
That would be quite an undertaking.
How about that drink?
Yes, I think I'd like some mineral water.
I'll get it.
I'll help.
I wanted to arrive in time for the ceremony, but, well, the plane was delayed and...
It's just the important thing is that you got here at all. Kevin is real happy to see you.
Do you think so?
Oh, yes, I can tell.
I suppose you think I am a dreadful person.
I don't think anything of the kind.
You see, this last year, the strain on our family...
You don't have to explain anything to me, Mrs. Shepard.
My husband and I have been in shock. Kevin was always so down to earth.
Well, as I explained to you in the letter, he still is.
You see, where I grew up, a renegade was someone who majored in art.
Yeah, well, where I grew up, you could get in trouble if you parted your hair the wrong way.
I just wasn't prepared for this.
I hear you. Neither was Kevin. But he's doing okay.
Is he?
Yeah, it's been tough, but he is hanging in there.
Well, life is challenge enough when you fit in.
Yeah, but he's strong. He bounces back. You'd have been real proud of him this afternoon.
Oh, yes, I understand. There are pictures.
Yeah, the graduation, you mean. Well, I'd be happy to get you a second set. That isn't exactly what I was referring to, though. Pine Valley University sent out their dorm room assignments, and Kevin was going to be in a double room this fall. But then we found out that his roommate backed out, and we think it's on account of Kevin's being gay.
Kevin is setting himself up for a lifetime of rejection.
Well, he really took it in stride.
Why should he have to? Why must he marginalize himself?
He says it's better than lying, and I'm starting to think he's got a point.
Okay, lemon or lime?
On second thought, I'm going to have some of that sparkling cider in honor of your graduation.
Are you always this hard on your appliances?
Nothing's built to last anymore.
What's on cable?
I got a better idea. Tim is going to be home soon. We'll go to the local Sixplex, catch a flick, and have dinner and do the whole 9 yards, just like grown-ups do. At least I hear that's what they do.
That sounds like a great...
Yes.
There's a giant octopus under my bed.
You had a bad dream?
It was cold and slimy and purple and looked at me with big, mean red eyes.
Hey. Is your night light on?
I don't want to go back up there. Please let me sit down here on the couch.
We'll put a lamp on in your room, okay?
Will you check my room?
Yeah, I'll check your room.
And read me a story?
Yeah, I'll read you a story.
And say that till I'm so fast asleep?
Definitely, maybe. Can you just give me a minute?
Sure, take your time. What could a lawyer do to disperse that crowd? I'd be much better off with an armed security force.
Erica, the media is the least of your worries.
It's easy for you to say.
I'm talking about the police.
I am not a criminal.
Then don't behave like one. Fleeing the country is what guilty people do.
Guilty? What would I be guilty of? All I did was protect an innocent baby. That's what I did. And I am already suffering for my lapse in judgment.
What you consider to be a lapse, other people may consider to be kidnapping.
Kidnappers? Kidnappers hold children against their will and they demand money. I protected that baby. I loved and took care of Sonia as if she were my own.
And Trevor may be able to get people to see it just that way. But he may have to do it in a court of law.
If it came to that, I would need a high-profile attorney.
What, someone to write a book after the case is over?
No, I would need someone of national stature.
Why? So he can go on every talk show in the country? Some, legal shark that's going to exploit you and take advantage of you? Or a friend? Someone you know and you trust. Trevor's got the skill, and this town thinks of him as one of their own.
That's true.
Everybody knows Trevor isn't in this for the money. He'll only take a client if he believes in them.
Well, what makes you think that he would believe in me?
You stay here. Don't move. I'll be right back.
Why? Where are you going?
To Trevor's.
Well, can't you just call him?
I think I can be more persuasive in person.
Well, hurry back. Janet, tell Trevor that I said, please.
Don't you disappear on me.
What is your relationship with Miss Kane? Is Erica going to be arrested? Can you tell us about her state of mind?
Shut up! Erica is me. It's Myrtle, darling.
Can we expect Erica to be in jail? Have the police been involved in any way? Can you tell us anything about the police involvement?
Shut up, please! Shut up!
Can you tell us anything? You don't arrested him on anything?
Kevin was in the yearbook 11 times.
Well, that's what happens when you're the editor-in-chief.
You edited the yearbook. Yeah, and he did a brilliant job, too. I'd love to see it.
Really?
Really?
Fine.
Well, is anybody but me hungry?
Oh, I'm famished. I haven't eaten for an hour and a half.
Well, why don't I just run out in the kitchen and see if I can rustle up some snacks?
I'll follow you.
Would you? I use the phone.
Oh, no, be my guest. We'll be right back.
Sid. Yes, but
ceremony. Well, we've broken the ice. No, things have not progressed that far. I haven't even talked to him alone yet. Sid, I've hardly been... I haven't been here half an hour. I mean, this isn't the sort of thing you just spring on a person without... Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes, I'll broach the subject tomorrow. Good night.
Everything all right?
Yes, fine.
Well, Kelsey's helping the cook put something together for us.
You know, everything that Frederick said, I knew. I had already felt deep down. I just can't explain it. I just knew that the baby was alive. And Frederick just gave me the courage to be able to say it out loud, you know.
I wish that I had believed harder.
I believed enough for both of us.
You were right.
Yes, I was. I was right. You know what? I was right about something else, too. From the moment that I found out I was pregnant, I knew that that child was yours. The child I was carrying was yours. And I don't care about DNA. I'm not talking about genes. None of it. I'm talking about something so much more important than that. And I think that Madeline felt it, too, when you held her tonight. I think she felt it as strongly as I do. And that's it. I really believe that you were put on this earth to be her daddy. She was really meant to be your little girl.
I need to see Trevor. I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
What's going on?
Can we talk in the kitchen?
It's past my bedtime, and I have a staff meeting that I need to prepare
What about
for.
the movie?
Another time.
Soon?
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No need. Good night.
Good night. If you're worried about Amanda...
No, it's about Erica. She's in trouble. She needs your help.
Have you spoken about the case before what came out?
Erica! How long have you known Erica?
I know you can hear me, Erica!
Would you have thought she was capable of a stunt like this?
Erica, she called you. What exactly did she say when she called? Erica, I'll wait for your call. Whatever you need, whatever you need, I'll be there, darling.
You approve of Miss Kane's actions appropriating another woman's style?
Now, you should be ashamed of yourself. Don't you have some real news to cover? Reveling in the pain of a heartbroken, miserable woman.
What do you mean, miserable woman?
Oh, I wish you were here. What am I going to do, Mom? I'm so frightened. I've never been so frightened.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
Tomorrow, on All My Children.
Tell me it's not true. You are not going to arrest Erica.
If anybody could convince a jury, you could.
I wouldn't take this case. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Please, you gotta help me.
Tomorrow, it's GMA's Friday in the Park. This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London will hear music from country's Dina Carter and taste the best in barbecue sauces.
The weekend starts with Good Morning America tomorrow.
Watch what happens when Todd and Blair are reunited on One Life to Live next.